cold night in Lincoln, that didn't stop the students from lining up outside to get ready for some Big Ten basketball. And basketball on the Big Ten Network is presented by Ram Trucks tonight from the Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, Nebraska. Game 2 of our doubleheader has the Huskers at home to take on the USC Trojans. We are ready to get this one started. And it's controlled by USC, and a little bobble, but right to the rim, and too quick for Wesley Yates III.
Nicely done by Yates, because to your point, Kevin, he lost it on the way up, but didn't panic.
Ulis jarred on a handoff. Huskers trying to find a way back into the win column after 4 straight losses, including a loss here at home to Rutgers last week that broke a 20-game home winning streak. Juwan Gary's 3 barely draws iron and out of bounds to USC.
Actually, considering Illinois had come off a very surprising demolition at home over a very good Penn State team.
Yeah, they took that Penn State team apart, and then USC came in off a loss at Indiana and took them apart. Here's Cohen inside for 2 and a 4-0 USC start. Here's Bryce Williams. Ulis. Here's Gary on the drive, inside against Yates, misses that, got his own miss, puts it back up and in. Met at the rim by Buchtenjel with a block. Long pass ahead, Mia can't handle that pass, it's tipped to Gary, and 2 on the board.
A nice job by Buchtenjel.
Yates will drop it to Cohen. Thomas, 6 to shoot, needs some help. Got it from Claude. The drop off and back out by Yates for 2. See what Nebraska has in store. Ulis trying to find room.
And when Williams puts the ball on the floor, look at how the black jerseys rotate to him.
He's got a spotlight on him tonight. Gary splits 2 defenders and all the way to the rim. 6 points for Gary, all from point blank range. Jumper for Thomas, and the former Millard North Mustang in Omaha, Nebraska, on the board with his first 2 of the night. And a takeaway, telegraphed pass, stolen by Yates to the other end for the hammer. From 3, in and out, 0 for 3 from three-point land for Juwan Gary.
Mia's down on the floor down here.
Mia really slow to get up, and it's 5 on 4, and Ulis coming over to help out against Cohen picks up the personal foul, and Braxton
Gary, look, you're 3 of 7, continue to attack the rim, you're 0 of 3 from deep. Just inadvertent, that was a basketball play. That doesn't make it hurt any less.
No.
Mia, but there was nothing malicious.
3, and the rebound tipped around and out to Morgan. Bodies everywhere. Wooster on the move to the other end of the floor. The 3 for Asijan. Huskers back on the board.
Good job by Asijan of playing at the right pace. If he sprints the whole way, that opportunity is not going to be there. He saw the play was kind of a broken play, staggered his steps, and then was able to step into that 3.
There's Thomas. Gets into the pick and got a good look. St. Thomas, he's been playing well, leads this team in rebounding, tied for the team lead in assists, averaging 11 per game.
And a nice job of playing under control. Didn't take that extra dribble and potentially into trouble.
Asijan will try again. He'll hit again. There's Claude, leading scorer for USC. He's yet to attempt a shot. Thomas, good catch and finish. That's a nice play by St. Thomas.
It really was, because everyone's three-point line with how much they're overplaying him. He may get a back door.
Here's Asijan. He'll try another 3, and he'll hit it. Connor Asijan, 3 for 3 from 3.
He did a really good job of breaking off his cut to the rim. And a little circle cut out to behind the arc. Well done by Essegian.
And a good answer for Desmond Claude.
3 of his made 3 so far, Kevin, have been the catch and release variety. You know USC is emphasizing, as they did in the shoot around, get there and jam it.
Really nice baseline out of bounds play of this conference season. Essegian lost it, but tapped back to Gary. He'll turn the corner. Gary leaning in for 2 more. He's got 10 in Nebraska. Hand off to Essegian. They were right there this time. Claude all over him. Inside, Gary again to the rim, and a chance for 1 more.
The opposition stops it. Don't outthink yourself.
Gary with 13. Rooster. Coming up on the 8-minute mark in this first half. Morgan wrestling his way to the rim for 2.
With his shoulder to the rim.
Here's Essegian, lost it off his foot in the turnover. Claude on the run against Hoiberg. The floater drops, and that ends the 9-0 run. Quiet comes back in. No shots tonight.
Well, he was certainly at the top of the scouting report. We saw that at the walkthrough today. They emphasized you have to know where number 3 is, and so far they've done that.
What a feed. Saint, and good work boxing out. Rooster.
And a nice job of forcing a really difficult shot.
And then Rooster got a little bit over his skis. Turns this one over as he stumbles ahead to Yates. Yates on the run, counted in the foul.
Kevin, he got
Watson with a foot injury. Transferred in from Washington this year. USC's assistant Quincy Pond really shown up early in his career coming back from that foot injury. Buchtengel off the shot fake. Drive into the rim and an easy 2.
Good use of the shot fake, and just a breakdown in the scouting report by USC, understanding that Buchtengel, he's a left-handed guy. You have to attack that left hand, not allow him to get going downhill.
Abo with the spin. Yates now finds Abo, fake the pass, the 3 won't go. Williams and Buchtengel battling for the rebound. It's Cohen inside, puts it in, and the foul. 1 Trojan. Ducks head to the barn to take on the Gophers. The action tips off at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific, only on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. 1-point lead for USC. Williams, first shot, rims in and out. Offensive rebound, Buchtengel, and the Huskers back on top. Over him, St. Thomas harassing Aaron Eulis. Gary driving on Yates, and he gets the second personal on Yates.
But they go back to the well, and rightfully so.
Similar story for the Trojans from USC right now. They're 0 for 8.
Percentage as a squad, we talked about that earlier, about 35%. But they want to make sure, because it definitely went off of Thomas.
No doubt. Hesitation and then a foul line jumper. Good for Carlsbad, for Clark Slackert just off the bench. The transfer from Penn on the board to tie it at 29. And off to Williams. 0 for 3 in the first half. There's his first 2.
And a really good job of utilizing it
To Claude. 2 to shoot. 1 to shoot. Just gets the shot off. And Buchtengel off the bench with the rebound.
And a nice job by Williams as well of closing out under control, running the 3-point shooter off the line and then forcing a difficult mid-range.
Oh, what a find. Inside to Jawan Gary. Williams to Gary. A combo that's worked well for the Huskers. Essentially, USC can hold for the final shot.
If you're USC, common foul sends you to the line, so you can dribble drive.
And Claude gets to the rim, and a timeout taken by Nebraska. They use their...
You like what USC's doing here, extending it a little bit and trying to force toward the sideline.
Williams got in the air. Buchtengel launching the deep 3. That will not go, and the rebound tipped into the hands of Jalen Shelley. Halftime has arrived in Lincoln. And a good first half with Nebraska leading 33. The right direction, if that is indeed a statistic you can count on. Bryce Williams has 10 on the shot clock. He'll launch a contested three and he'll hit.
And you mentioned that you
advantage tonight for USC on the offensive glass. AG with 10 on the shot clock. There's Thomas. He had 6 in the first half. AG trying to get it going, and he does from 3. First three-pointer tonight. The skip. Yates step in for a deep 2, and Buchtengel will start it up for Nebraska. Yates had 9 in the first half before some late foul trouble. And the ball taken away. It's Yates to the other end, and Yates knocked out of his hands by Buchtengel, and that'll be a foul.
Yates.
Played so well.
Yeah. And his time at Michigan. A lot of intangibles there as well.
Gary entering, driving to the basket, counted in the foul. That's on AG, and that'll be his 3rd.
That's going to be a block.
And Gary completes the three-point play. 19 tonight for Juwan Gary. He's 8 of 10 from 2, 0 of 4 from 3. The split by Claude. Nice. What a drop off to Thomas for the two-hand hammer.
Thomas able to fill in behind.
Love the switch from right to left hand to make that pass in traffic. That's not easy. Claude spin it inside. That's not easy either. Desmond Claude giving USC their first lead since it was 27-26. Buchtengel thought about the 3. Instead, he'll drive in, dumps it down to Morgan, and the foul given. That's Abo.
Hands. It's not beyond the realm of possibility for the Trojans.
Use your favorite search engine to track it down. St. Thomas had to looking for AG. Here's Claude on the drive over Gary. Rebound loose. Claude able to scoop it up, takes it back up and puts it in. Really good work by Desmond Claude on the glass.
Nice to stick with Bryce Williams because USC does not have a shot blocking presence.
There goes Gary trying to go to work against Thomas. Leans in, wild shot, and somehow it falls. It's been that kind of night for Gary at the rim. He's got 21. Matching Claude, a crossover, elbow jumper. Desmond Claude a little strong, and we've got a whistle and a foul battling for the board underneath.
I think they got Wooster.
I think you're right. It is Wooster sneaking around behind that play. Picks up his first. USC's missed their last 5 shots. AG toeing the line, and that 3 will fall, his 2nd of the night.
And if you're Nebraska, you have to understand now, okay, he's got a little confidence. You can't continue to play the gap. At least come out with your hand high and make him put the ball on the floor and negate that catch and release.
There's Williams. Quiet night for the Husker leading scorer. He'll drive inside and draw the foul. On 1 for 12 from three-point land.
But they've both been effective when they've decided.
Can't be much better than 92%. 2 on this trip.
What was he doing the other 8%?
2-point Trojan lead on the road, looking to even their conference record at 4-4.
Well, Slacker just blew up that play.
And Gary working inside. He's by far been at his best those last 3 positions to avoid being Claude. Nowhere to go.
Good help and recover by Buchtengel.
Thomas with 10 on the shot clock. Cutting Slacker off balance. Shot falls. Unkind for him as AG ends up with the bounce off. 2-point Trojan lead. Here's AG looking for his 3rd 3, and he finds makes it. He'd hit 6 all year. He's hit 3 tonight, and the Trojans with a 5-point lead.
All with kind of that misdirection play. You get the defense flowing one way, then you kick it back. And the other thing all three of those have in common, all catch and release. Nebraska has been tardy on the closeouts on Agee.
And Slacker with his threes have shown a common problem for Nebraska.
Step into the threes, and then when the closeouts were there, as we took a look at those highlights, Kevin.
Strong in the rebound to Wooster.
And to your point about the foul situation, if you're Nebraska, take advantage of that, especially a guy like Williams. Attack the rim, utilize your 92%.
Well, Wooster going right after Slacker, and he's got 2. And 7 for 36.
That part of the game has not been stellar.
No.
The two-point shooting has been really good.
3 to shoot. Oh my! Clark Slacker's second made.
He's kind of negated what Essegian was able to give Nebraska early.
Here's Wooster. Looking for somewhere to go. Find an Agee. Drops it to Hoiberg with the reverse.
And again, Kevin.
Trojans by a pair. Claude on the attack, driving inside, and it's ripped away, and there's a whistle. And Fred Hoiberg is livid on the Husker sideline.
Just the call, the down official didn't make it. It came from the sideline.
Yep.
But about 6'7" and his ability to see over the top.
Draws over 6 fouls per game. Morgan clears that rebound in a 3-point game for USC.
And you have Yates in the far corner.
Oh, and a blocking foul called on Slacker.
I like what they did coming to get Gary going with his right hand to the rim.
One-point game again. Barely grazes the rim.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Forget about not sure. I am sure that's not the shot that they were looking for.
And St. Thomas is coming to the scorer's table. Wooster with the dunk down, and a 7th lead change tonight puts the Huskers back on top. Claude trying to get downhill to the rim for 2.
Just keeps his head up, and again, just not getting sped up, surveying the floor, and then saw that no one was going to stop him at the rim and just finished.
Here's Gary driving to the rim all the way up and down. Jawan Gary with 27. After Agee wanted that 3, Morgan closed out quickly.
Yeah, and hands up.
Here's Claude jumping into Morgan, blocked by Wooster and a foul. Wooster picks up,
spread the floor, go with 5 out, and attack the rim.
Win against very evenly matched teams.
Good job by Wooster moving his feet defensively.
A reset with Claude out there at 8 on the shot clock. Claude looking for Agee. His 3 is down again. Have a night, Rashawn Agee.
And you may be setting up a pick and roll, because that's usually a way that he scores. So you may fake like you're going to come out and hit that 3 and then dive to the rim.
It's a nervous crowd in Lincoln right now. 10 to shoot. The swing around. Yates off the shot fake, drives to the rim, and he draws contact in the foul.
Ducks in Eugene.
They also beat Washington, did these Trojans on. And Buchton on the drive, loping into the paint, out to Wooster for 3. That won't go. Rebound to Essegian. He'll take it back up off the window for 2. 13 for Connor Essegian. There's Claude. Attacks Wooster once more. Really good defense, Sean. But the ball knocked out of the hands of Williams. He's able to scoop it up, and then a whistle and a foul. Desmond Claude with the personal foul. That'll be his 3-point game. And Williams, one of the best in the country at the line. Hit. Claude. Thomas, the skip across. Abo, and the foul called. And Abo, who's 0 for 6.
Maybe just a little touch in the back, but
First and his first point of the night. 2 for 2 for Abo. And back to a 3-point USC lead. Here's Williams, turning the corner to the rim, count it, and the foul.
4.
Tied again for the 8th time tonight. Knotted up in Lincoln.
Let's see if USC kind of goes back to that pick and pop with AG, and if they don't guard it properly, maybe a little dive. They tried to set it up right there.
Blown up, Claude will dump it down to Thomas for the two-hand flush. Williams turns it over. Thomas on the break to the rim. The scoop, no, but the foul sends him to the line.
And it was active hand.
Percent on the year after the Williams foul, and he misses the first. 1 for 2 for Thomas, and the lead once more is 3 for USC.
Thomas isolated in that far corner at the top of your screen. Anjuwan Gary is Nebraska going 5 out.
And a Sejan for 3, an air ball out of bounds to USC. 1 for 10 from 3 this half for Nebraska, and 4 for 23 for the game. Claude inside over Wooster. No, but a tip jam. Rashawn Agee soaring in for 2. USC as the Trojans up 5 late in this one. Williams will turn the corner, drives to the rim for 2.
I mean, in the last 2 minutes, that just has to be lather, rinse, repeat.
It hasn't been stopped all night. Now Claude to work. He's rarely been stopped all night. Yates will launch from deep. Bouncing around, and Buchtengel with the rebound for Nebraska. 1:43 to go. Here's Williams.
Yep, telling him to clear out.
Going to work against Agee. 12 to shoot, driving inside, the dish into the corner, tough pass. Now Williams, 7 to shoot. He'll launch a 3, and he hits it! On a night when nothing falls, the Huskers tie it with a late 3.
And Agbo was trying to jump that right hand to take away the dribble drive, and Williams with the counter.
1 minute to go. Claude in traffic, needs help. None coming. Wooster ties it up. Possession arrow keeps it with the Trojans, and 6 to shoot.
On to take away the strong hand, but Williams with the recognition and counter.
Claude, 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot. Has to launch. The 3 is down. What an answer from Desmond Claude. And a timeout. Here's Williams to work for Nebraska.
Good job by Thomas of moving his feet there.
12 to shoot. Now 10 on the shot clock. Williams against Thomas. Bumped, pocket picked, loose to the Sejan. 4 to shoot. A Sejan on the drive to the rim for 2, and a timeout Nebraska. A fortunate bounce of the... Into Claude, and fouled with 18.1 to go. Claude is 77% foul.
Ball in my hands. There's no need for you to come down and check it. Now, if you get something going into the lane and they can spray it out, that's a different story. But don't get caught out here weaving the ball around. There's no need for that.
3-point game in Lincoln. Williams will pick it up. 15 seconds and counting. Taking some time now. They're working for a shot. Inside, Buchtengel is there. Gets 2, but now down to 7.4 seconds. They'll foul immediately. Thomas has to take time out. Nobody available. UL, the Omaha, Nebraska native. Inbound comes into the corner, and it's Yates who's fouled. With 3-point game again. Comes down to this possession for Nebraska. Hoiberg into Williams. Williams jumps it across and threw it away. The turnover by Nebraska may doom the Huskers at home.
And then Desmond Claude and Yates do the rest.
And a collision, Yates and Hoiberg collide on the inbound. Hoiberg took the brunt of that.
Nothing he could do.
And Yates puts it away. Begin the "We Are SC" chant.
Boy, this is the second road win I've seen in person in a really hostile environment. A lot of credit has to go to USC for their ability to come in and steal one on the road.
What a huge win for USC. What a crushing loss for Nebraska.